Why do jesters carry lanterns? Well, it's to help lighten the mood. What's going on YouTube? It's Jake here from New Riften to give you some updated information on what are the best event farms going to be in this upcoming Jesters Festival event. Every so often I like to do a general event breakdown, which we have, and I'll link at the top of this video, but we'll also do just a quick synopsis. What's the most important things to actually do during this event versus what's everything in this event? So this is how those two videos would be slightly different. Now let's jump into it. Now, probably the most important starting point for this conversation is when's the event going to actually be active, and that is March 27th, so right around the corner here at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, all the way through April 3rd at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, this is just a quick important note here is that a lot of people or time zone changes due to daylight savings times is that it's fixed at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and ending at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bit of an important bit of knowledge there because you can actually log in April 3rd at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and get more event tickets, even though technically the event is ending. So just a little bit of knowledge there, but let's talk about what are the best farms and things that are actually active during this event. The biggest one is 100% XP boost. Now, in the video description, I always link an XP guide. That way, if you guys are like, what's the best experience? You can watch that video as opposed to this just becoming a double XP video. I'll still highlight some methods, but I really want to focus on some of the other things in this video. But this is one of the only 100% XP buff ones we've had recently. So probably a good one to take advantage of, especially because there's not a lot of other crazy things that you need to do. For example, when we're doing things such as, let's say, the Witches Festival, yes, you could get things like bonus XP, but also you probably want to be farming reward boxes, whereas here, the reward boxes aren't nearly as juiced. Although I will say that there actually are some cool items in this year's one. In fact, this is all of the items that you can get inside of that reward box. You could get furnishing, treasures that can be quick sold, previous year stuff, cherry blossoms, festival dazzlers, cherry blossom confetti, revelry pies. So there's a whole lot of stuff, but also some more important things here. A random unbound page of the Alliance Mimicry outfit style, which actually does look pretty cool. An unbound Jester's Deadly Headband ornament rune box. Jester's Scintillator rune box, Cherry Blossom Branch rune boxes, Cadwell Kitchen weapon style pages. These used to have a decent bit of value, not super valuable anymore. High value treasures, those are things you just quick sell to a vendor pretty quickly. High value treasures being something that are decent when you can get a good chunk of them, but we'll talk about how you actually get the boxes here in a moment. Festival noisemakers and joke popper parts. And then this is the styles / this is also the thing that goes in the head that you can have if you want it as well. Importantly, you will have to complete one of the specific Jesters Festival quests to get your 3 daily event tickets, and you can get up to 24 event tickets during this event, which is good because this is a great time to stock up on event tickets. Now, a lot of people might be confused on where you go. You can always, numero uno, you can go to the Crown Store. It'll say Jesters Festival when it's popping off. You click it, it'll run you to a quest area. You can also just meander your way here. I'm a Daggerfall enjoyer myself. This is Glenumbra. You can come here. It does not matter which of these starter alliance zones you go to. I'm just showcasing Daggerfall because I just memorized where it is. And then you just need to complete one of these quests to get your 3 daily event tickets. So if you're paying attention, this is one of the things that you should be farming daily and doing during this event is you want to do at least this once per day. Also, the first reward box you get every day is going to be juiced. It's going to have better rewards in it. So if you only have time to do one, I suggest that you do, or one thing, I suggest you do this. Another interesting tidbit here too is that there are going to be some interesting items to actually spend your event tickets on throughout the year, not just including some of the stuff that you're about to see. What I mean by that is that we're getting a logical rune extraction customizable action that you can spend your event tickets on. However, if you remember last year, we ended on a really cool house, and the month, the quarter before that was a really cool mount. So a mount and a house were Q3 and Q4 of last year, whereas Q1 and Q2 were very similar to this year, where they were a bit more mundane. So important to stock up on your event tickets, even if you're like, ooh, an extraction thing. Just have patience, my friend. It will be better in the future. So how exactly do those quests work? Because quests are really going to be the key piece of this event if you do want to farm reward boxes. And that's because you actually gain access to 7 different daily quests. The first one you turn in, as you can see, we talked about, you get the Golden Stupendous Jesters Festal Box, and then you get your 3 event tickets. And then you can also continually do as many as 7 on a character. Again, you're only going to get 1 golden reward box per day. Is it worth farming these daily quests? It's really going to come down to a couple things. And I think the biggest thing is going to be how well these styles sell. If these styles start to sell super crazy well, because they do look very cool and they're very, I don't want to say off-brand, but they're very unique in style, right? So if these start to sell crazily good, then there's a decent chance that farming daily quests to try to get those reward boxes will be good. Because this is important, is that a lot of times people use this event as a daily double XP, farm a bunch of mumbo jumbo, allocate your dolmens, farm your daily battleground, farm your daily dungeon, farm your spike ball, go to Black Rose Prison, refarm round 2, whatever. Nobody really farms this to get all of the actual individual quests done. So it's important to note that people that take the time to do that could be rewarded by some of those new styles. I will always tell you is that this is a pretty universal rule, but there might be a little bit of a horseshoe here. But at the beginning of the event, these styles, the new ones, they're going to be worth the most. They're going to be worth more than they are the second day, the third day, the fourth day, the fifth day, the sixth day, and so on. The only exception that may occur, this is a maybe, is that these may regain value after the event ends because they are so unique. We've seen that with some styles before that weren't farmed super well. Sovngarde was a really decent example of this, where I think the event happened in like 2018 and you weren't able to get it again until like 2023. And in that time period, during the event, it was worth like 100K. Well, it actually had rose to about 2 million. I will warn you though, that the developers and, the player base they hate FOMO. So likely these are going to be available next year with your event tickets in the previous yesteryear's rewards. That will limit its value. It's not going to climb to 2 million, but it could be something that you buy a couple of just to see if if the people start selling them for 10K or below. You think, when this event ends, they'll probably hit 25, 50K on console. PC, you can multiply that by like 2 or 3 because that's how bad your guys' inflation is. So that's what I would say regarding actual farming of the specific parts of this event, because realistically, those are kind of your 2 options. Now, thankfully, you can get a whole bunch of gobbledygook, but most of this gobbledygook, it's not going to be anything, that you need. Dubious Karn used to be absolutely fantastic, but it's 2025. We have so many good recipes. Who's drinking Dubious Karn? And if you are, it's worth like 50 gold on the market to buy an individual one. Some other quick tips that you can do is you can actually do 2 quests in one day, but then turn it in the next day. So if you're like me, sometimes your schedule is a bit chaotic because the little rascals you try to schedule with to do field visits oftentimes are late, even when you schedule them all the way at 5:36 p.m. at night, and yet they're still late, causing you to get home at 9:10 p.m. and you're like, oh. So if you have a quest already available to turn in because the day before all your little hooligans were on time and your schedule was nice, neat, and organized, then wham bam, thank you, ma'am. You can now just turn it in and then you can go to sleep or eat dinner if you've earned it. And then you don't have to worry about going through and throwing pies on people and dealing with all the rascals until the next day. But everyone, as always, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. But truthfully, too, feel free to join the Discord because I always make sure to read my Discord messages. So it's usually easier to get a hold of me there. But the YouTube algorithm also loves comments. So maybe you'll want to leave too if you have a really important question. But I always try to read the comments, especially when a video is uploaded, to see if there's anything major that came out. So as always, we're doing our 3 giveaway drawings. All you have to do to enter the first one is leave a comment below Also, if you don't have time to do that, just smash a like on the video. Both things will help enter you equally. Feel free to do that as many times on as many videos as you want. Second thing is just make sure you're subscribed. I mean, heck, you subscribe on as many accounts as you want to. You got, your grandma's YouTube account, sign in there, get her on the ESO kick. And the third thing is look for a hidden word be flashed upon screen. If you're the first person to find and comment that word, you will win. Have a great Sunday, everybody, and I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.
You better remember to like and subscribe to Jakeclips. Or you should. I might have to pluck your eyes if you don't. Or, better yet, I'll skip rope with your entrails. Do it now. Subscribe. Ta-ta. Off with you.